Hey, what's going on, guys? This is CJ. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today I finally got my package on the cheapest case available on Amazon. This is a Rosewill case, SCM01, and it was $20 on Amazon, and I needed something for my streaming machine as I want to make a whole video. So I haven't told you guys about this just yet. So I bought this machine for $100. It is an HP, and I'll actually go grab the case so you guys have an idea what it looks like. And I needed it to fit on something. So I jerry-rigged this heatsink to actually fit, because if you guys know, then let me autofocus this here. The sockets for motherboards on like HPs and Dells, they're always really weird. So this is modified to actually work on this motherboard. This is not how this should be. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen the cooler before. I can't think of what it's called. It does work well, and it's working great. I knocked off about 20 Celsius by using this heatsink, and I want to show you guys putting it in a machine of something like this, because the power supply is actually a slim power supply. So I'm gonna make it work for now and then go from there. So let me set this camera up and then we'll get building. So if you guys can see, this is the case that it came in. This is an HP slim machine. It has a Core i5 4590 in it, and it had 8 gigs of RAM, but I had an 8 gig Corsair Vengeance DIMM, so I actually put that on there. And then this is the heatsink that was on it before, so it's very small surface area, and then swapped it over to the Cooler Master. And that's working out really well for me. And I had to remove it from the case because this actually screwed into the case, and I couldn't do that with this. So I took it out and put it on my own little case, and then I ordered this guy for the cheapest case on Amazon to see how that works. Let's get into this and see what's actually in this box. I've waited 3 days for this. It seems so stupid, but I haven't actually built a PC for a long time. And when I bought that, I was so excited because I really wanted to make computer videos on my channel, and I just never did. I got into the whole gaming thing and gaming videos, and that was just kind of like a simple thing to do instead of buying a bunch of components. So you guys didn't know, then yes, like I said, this is a streaming machine. It's just my dedicated cheap machine, and I wanted to make a whole video about a cheap gaming and or streaming machine. I bought it for $100, like I said. I had the RAM on the side, so I didn't have to buy that. You can buy like a power supply, I guess, and then, or just play it with the integrated graphics. If you wanted to, you could add like a GTX 1050 Ti to it and then be just fine. So I think it's pretty sick. And it's been working really well for my streams. If you guys haven't noticed, then go over and hop over to Facebook, and I'll be streaming that at No Bad Times Live, and you guys can check that out. I mean, I'm surprised, honestly. This little fan on the back. Oh my god, that might be really loud. I thought I also wanted to point out that I think this is kind of funny. I've never seen this before. And I never bought an HP, I usually buy Dell. It looks like the power goes to the motherboard and through the motherboard to the SATA cables instead of just being connected straight to the power supply. I think that's funny. The one that I had the hardest time on was the top right, as I'm just stupid, I guess, and my hands are just too fat. And I just couldn't screw it in. The other big thing so far is that I'm holding the back while I screw these standoffs in, because I can feel the back actually giving, and it's kind of flexing it. The other thing that I can point out is the case is not that bad. I mean, it will work for sure, and I'm, like I said, super excited for it, but I don't know why they didn't give us enough standoffs for all the screws. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 standoffs, and I do have extras for myself, but I don't want to put it in this case. I'm just going to build it the way that you guys would build it if you guys decided to buy something like this. Well, only found one way to actually hook up the power supply, and that was like this. And it does fit on the side here, and these holes do work perfectly. However, it does like it covers the plug for the wall. So if you wanted to, you could cut this out and it would work out, but I'm going to get an actual power supply and make it work instead of having a little cutout. And then the only other thing that I need to do is plug the power switch cable into the motherboard, which is right there, if you guys can see that. So, yeah, let's get this hooked up and see if it works again. Alright guys, I am in my room with the machine, with my gaming machine, and then the machine that we just built, and just turned it on, and here we are right here. Works perfectly, and now I'll just stand it up, put the side panel on, and it should be good. And I wanted to show you guys exactly what pins was needed to get the power to work. And it was these two right here. A very professional drawing, I know. I just took a screwdriver and poked two at a time to see if it would ever turn on. And these are the ones that turned on, and then that's how I figured out that it was the power switch that needed to be plugged in, and I did that, and it was working great. So really excited, and looks good. Everything's already hooked up. I mean, I just have my wireless keyboard with a trackpad, and then my Ethernet cable, DVI cable, and then the power supply. So, I mean, it works great. I'm glad that the SSD is mounted instead of just kind of wiggling around. And now I have my gaming machine hooked up to the dedicated streaming machine, and that is how to actually get a gaming machine or even a streaming machine for very cheap. Granted, you don't need to buy the case at all. I mean, that could save you 20 bucks and get an actual power supply or a motherboard or something like that, but it does work, and this is just the way that I wanted it to, and you guys can save some money. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button down below. Go over to my Facebook and follow that page, like that page, and that'll be much appreciated. I will be streaming on that page quite frequently, and on YouTube I will be uploading Far Cry when it does release. I'm just excited to actually have a good camera to record this type of stuff, and I'm just pumped, guys. So thank you so much, and hopefully I see you in the next video.